Hey, what's up guys, Sir Emanon here, and welcome to another feature match commentary on the channel today. So this is going to be round 2 of the 3v3 LCS that's happening this weekend, and this is going to be a match between Wicked on Trickstar Eldlich, which is pretty interesting. I, went to this room and I saw the graveyard, and that's what was in the graveyard, so I wanted to see how this works. But their opponent is going to be Roberto on Dragon Link. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started here. So it looks like Dragon Link going to be winning the RPS and going to opt to go first. Also, if you guys do want to take part in what matches get selected for future matches here, I'm going to be running a poll on the community tab page on this channel prior to every single round. So if you want to select between various options, that is the way to do so. But the opening hand for Dragon Link is going to be Ashe, Rocket Synchron, Dragon Ravine, Nibiru, and a Psychic Soldier that rides into battle against security forces on Currents of Lightning using an autonomic amplifier called Slyframe. So this is the second time Driver has shown up in the opening hand. Going to keep a running tally all day. But yeah, this hand's pretty good. It has Ashe, Nibiru, and I'm pretty sure Ravine plus normal summons a combo here. We'll have to wait and see what the end board's going to be. And then the opening hand for Trickstar Eldlich is going to be Walk Hero, Light Stage, Eldritch Golden Lord, Korriban, and Torrential Tribute. So his hand has quite a bit of everything besides the Dogma cards. This is pretty interesting though. We'll see what the Trickstars managed to facilitate, especially going second in this deck. But going to go ahead and start up with a Dragon Ravine. That's going to pitch the Slyframe Driver, and then send a copy of Apps Router. Apps Router effect is going to trigger here. That's going to grab Tracer. And then from here, going to be thinking, there's a couple options. You can like normal summon Tracer and then go for a Savage play, or you can go for like Synchron, normal summon to bring back Router, but then that locks you into Darks from the extra, so like no Seal play. Curious as to what the priority is going to be. So it looks like we're going to go for the Synchron play. So Rocket Synchron effect is going to be activated to bring back the Apps Router. And then those two are going to synchro away for the Chaos Ruler. Yeah, we've seen this before, so not too surprising. That effect's going to excavate 5, so let's see what the hits are. So Nocto and Collapse Serpent are like probably the best ones here. Actually, Collapse Serpent's quite nice because Driver is in the graveyard as the Light to Banish. So probably going to take that. Yeah, and then from here, like you can go into Savage as well, which is not bad. Yeah, I'm going to banish the Driver to summon out Collapse Serpent. Actually thinking on that. So trying to take that play back, and their opponent's actually letting this happen. So gonna pass instead. Interesting, because like, this could have turned to Striker, Search Wyver Burster, Inch Boot Sector, summon out Tracer, Tracer Pop, Summon, Recharger, make Savage. So again, it's Savage with Ashe and Nibiru, but they're just relying on the back of Nibiru Ashe. Maybe trying to play around Nibiru because this is only the third summon. I don't know. I feel like if I'm playing a combo deck, well, Nibiru might be back in the main deck for this event, just because like VW is strong, so people might want to like double up on hand traps. Like Nibiru plus another hand trap is usually good enough. But man, that is interesting to end on just this. The other reason I guess maybe is that Dragon Ravine could be important to have as follow up, which is fair enough. For turning the top deck is going to be Solemn Strike. Pretty good. Torrential Strike is always a good classic combination. So we're going to start off with a copy of Trickstar Light Stage. That effect is going to add a copy of Candina. And then going to normal summon Candina, and that's going to get ashed. Then going to special summon Korriban. And then from here, we're going to link into... Oh, it's just Fairy to Anaconda. All right. That's a lot less interesting than I thought it was going to be, but it doesn't have to be interesting if it's effective. So this makes Dragoon. I remember when Light Stage was insane in like 2019 NAWCQ format. Super, super good against most of the meta decks. And this card's still at 1. So going to activate Verite Anaconda. That's going to pay 2,000 to send me series for Dragoon. And then summon it out. And then Dragoon effect going to pop Chaos Ruler. You know, I think there was actually a game here. Activate Lord, pitch Walk Hero, send Ravine. Lord, send away Light Stage because it's effect to lock backwards dead anyway. Summon itself before you go for Dragoon. And then you Verite after you summon out the Golden Lord. And then you do this play. So you'll have 65 right there. Yeah, this is definitely a game. So we'll see if that ends up mattering. Because missing lethal is going to make this a lot more interactive than it previously would have been. Gonna set 3 and pass. For turn, we're going to see the top deck be Gamma. So hey, it's actually relevant that this Driver was left in Graveyard because now it's technically live here. I wonder if there's a way to bait it out Like bait out Dragoon, possibly. Never mind, we're banishing Driver to summon out Chaos Ruler. This is actually pretty good though, because this is going to force a response on the part of either Dragoon or Torrential or Strike, because this is going to crash with the Dragoon. And you definitely don't want that if you're on the side of the Trickstar Eldlich player. So gonna summon that, and gonna go to battle phase. So, okay, they're gonna walk Hero and then Torrential. Alright, yeah, I was like, this has to definitely force response. I feel like you just don't let Dragoon die unless you're really confident in TT Strike. But Ravine gonna be used in main phase 2. That's gonna pitch Nibiru. And then send a copy of Brotar. Curious as to why they sent Nibiru instead of Gamma, considering the fact that Gamma is probably just never going to be live this game with the Driver banished. But Nibiru probably not going to be super live in this matchup either, to be fair. Banish Nibiru, summon out the Collapse Serpent, and then going to go into Striker Dragon and trigger both it and the Collapse Serpent to grab Sector and the Wyver Burster. So we could have gone for these plays last turn. Summon out Wyver Burster. And then go into Seal. Well, minus the Seal last turn because they were Dark Locked with the Synchron. But, I mean, you get the gist, right? Could have just gone for the Collapse Serpent. We'll see what the end board's going to be. Boost Sector launch. That's going to activate to summon out Tracer. Also, in addition to like how this board's going to end, it has to be through 2 interruptions still. And these are 2 really good ones. Tracer effect, that's going to pop the Boot Sector. And then summon out the Recharger. And then Tracer gonna turn to LP, Recharger turn to Striker. And that LP effect, it's probably gonna get negated. Oh, that actually resolves. What happens if you negate the LP? They have these 2, this card's unknown. Like Striker back, target Recharger. Well, I guess then you would have to negate the summon, because there's still Brotar engrave. Yeah, I guess if you're letting the summon go through, then you're trying to not lose to Brotar. Pretty interesting, though. So LP's going to summon out the Black Metal. And then Striker going to target itself and... Oh, the Synchron, not even the Recharger. That's right, we haven't normal summoned yet, actually. So we can still go for more plays. Dragon Link looking not too bad here. But again, being very patient with the interrupts. That could pay dividends if these are timed well. Black Metal going to turn into Pissy. That's going to trigger the effect to grab the Remedy. And then going to normal summon the, not Tracer, the Synchron. And then bring back the Absolouter. And then those 2 are going to turn into probably Savage, yeah. And then Savage, that's going to be striked on the summon. Okay, I was going to say, because like, if you don't do it on the summon, you not only get chain blocked by the Router, but you also lose to Brotar. And that's just really, really bad, so you have to do it on the summon there, for sure. So he's gonna get the Router effect here. Thinking a bit. Oh, I think Roberto forgot about Router. Maybe there's no targets? Probably not, though. I don't know. Feel like you maxed Tracer, but maybe not. Oh, that's just gonna be a scoop. I accidentally clicked fast forward there, but it looks like I didn't miss anything because that was just the end of the game. Huh. Maybe there's no way to out Dragoon. I mean, Seal Savage is a normal way to out Dragoon in this deck, and if Savage is cut off, then I guess that's the end of it, right? So, pretty fascinating. I do wonder if it was like maybe then... no, probably wasn't going to happen. Yeah, that was really, really well played by Wicked to just hold the interruptions. But we're gonna go into game 2, and it looks like Dragon Link gonna go first this time around. If you guys are enjoying this LCS commentary, definitely be sure to like the video and subscribe if you're new here, want to see more commentaries similar to this style and more LCS commentaries all throughout today. But the opening hand for Dragon Link is gonna be Chamber, double World Legacy Guard Dragon, Quick Launch, and Ash. Strong hand, very strong. Even though you draw 2 of these, not a big deal. These are really strong cards. And then the hand for Trickstar Eldlich is gonna be Droll, Light Sage, Lancia, Candina, and Conquistador. No Dogma cards again. I'm pretty sure I saw Dogma cards. Hopefully I don't have to like amend the title. Otherwise I'll just sound silly. But Droll, Lancia, pretty interesting to see in this deck specifically because it's not that aggressive. Although to be fair, we saw a line last game where, you know, Wicked could have OTK'd. So who knows? Maybe there's more ways to do that. But I mean, there's definitely ways to hinder the Dragon Link combo here. Although they're not cards that take away resources, so it's kind of risky. Gonna drop a Lancia on standby phase, which is also risky because we saw Gamma in the main deck game 1. So that's pretty curious. But no Gamma here, so we're gonna proceed. Chamber gonna be normal summon. That's going to grab Tidying. And then gonna activate Drill and Resolution. Gonna activate Quick Launch next. It's gonna summon out Tracer. I don't think this really loses to Drill that bad. Gonna link summon a copy of the Heretic Seal. Activate Warlord's Guard Dragon to bring back Rocket Tracer. And then going to summon a copy of LP. And then Guard Dragon to move LP. Actually, that doesn't matter because that cuts off like Safer and Black Metal off of this. So I do wonder what the target's gonna be. Maybe just Brotar without effect. It's gonna be Safer. Interesting. That was a very interesting choice. Maybe the goal is to get Engraved to Warlord's Guard Dragon it back next turn. We're gonna go for Pissy next. Pissy effect is gonna bring back the Tracer. I feel like in that case, though, like having Brotar engraved is better, right? Because that gets you access to whatever you want. Plus, like, it's a contingency on your opponent's turn if needed. But regardless, we're gonna see those linked away for a Romulus, and then Tracer pop Romulus to summon a Recharger, and then those two are gonna go for Savage, and then Savage equip Romulus, and then set Tiding Pass. It seemed like a lot of resources were used just to end on these two. Because like initially with the Chamber Tracer on board, I guess one of them could have turned into Striker Dragon. Then you make Seal off those two. Then you like Guard Dragon back the Tracer. Tracer pop Guard Dragon summon Recharger. Then go Savage equip for 1 negate. So the only reason I can think of for doing it this way is to put 2 negates on Savage and also to put LP in Pissy, possibly Engrave, to make Recharger plays. I don't know, though. It feels like it was a lot of resource investment. But regardless, this is still really good. It's 4 interruptions through the 2 hand traps, so gonna be hard to stop. Oh, for turn, the top tick is gonna be the Ultimate Wizard in terms of attack and defense. Ouch. Gonna activate Trickstar Light Stage. That's gonna grab Corbane. And then going to... Actually, Light Stage is gonna come up here, honey. Oh, yeah, Light Stage effect to hit the back row. Yes, just let that go through. Oh. Seal effect. No, don't tell me they're gonna bounce the Light Stage. No, that's crazy. Oh, okay, this player probably did not play when Light Stage was like the best card in the format, because this card, one of the reasons why it's so good is not once per turn. Oh no, it's gonna be free search. Yeah, Tracer gonna be summoned off of the Seal, so still not going for Brotar, interestingly. Yeah, gonna activate Light Stage again and then grab another search. Yeah, I thought it was once per turn. Yeah, this card is not once per turn. Anywhere. Like, nowhere is it once per turn. Savage gonna be negating it. And then gonna normal summon Candina. And then Ash on Candina. Wow. Just throwing all the negates into this. But you know, this hand is so bad that it doesn't even matter. Yeah, because like even if you try and make a Verite play, you just bounce with Hiding now. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, I should have just initially negated the Light Stage. For sure. Should practice more versus Tricks. I mean, to be fair, this deck is like not even close to meta right now, but I mean, yeah, that was those were kind of whack interruptions, I agree. Going to summon out Corbin. It's all good though. I think he still wins this game. Gonna go for Verite and then just bounce it with Hiding, and then this hand just doesn't do enough. Gonna change Tracer, pop the Romulus, then summon out Synchron. Yeah, and then there's just a billion follow-ups here. Yeah, that's just gonna be the end of game 2. So even though it was like not the most cleanly played from the Dragon Link side, it was still good enough to win. That was definitely a lot of interruptions and a solid board for sure. Through those 2 hand traps as well, which is not easy. But we're gonna now move into game 3 here. Looks like Trickstar Dogmatic Eldlich is gonna go first. Looks like, or are we gonna see Dogmatica cards? Maybe. All right, so the hand is gonna be double Candina, Souls, Droll, Scarlet. Souls here. Actually, that's pretty cool with Light Stage. Could send it away. Pretty good hand, I think. I think it's a bit slow, but it's not bad. And then the hand for Dragon Link is going to be Gamma, Safer, Router, Space, Chamber. Chaos Space, Chambermaid. This hand's good. This hand's very good. Yeah. Not much to say. Gonna go to main phase 1 and activate Magician Souls. That's gonna send Fortalice. Maybe I'm mistaken with Dogma stuff and this is the only Dogma card. Hopefully not. Otherwise I'll just look like a fool. Candina effect on normal summon, that's going to be Gamad. Pretty strong. And that actually, like, ruins a lot of the value that would have been had there. Oh my god, gonna pitch Scarlet to draw the third Candina. Feels bad. Feels so bad. Going to banish to second Conquistador. And then end phase, the Cypherms get banished, and then for turn, the top deck's gonna be Nocto. Oh my goodness. Chaos Space, Nocto, Router, Safer, Chamber. Jesus. This is crazy. Alright, Chamber normal summon, that's gonna be adding Tiding. And then we're gonna get Drolled. I mean, that definitely slows down at least the power level of this hand. Gonna turn that into Striker, and then trigger Nocto. And then gonna go battle phase and attack over Souls. And then going to link into Seal, and then set Tiding, and end phase gonna activate Conquistador. I'm gonna pass. For turn, the top deck's gonna be Reincarnation. So this is actually like a big Trickstar package. We haven't seen Licorice at all though. Going to go to main phase, and then go attack over the Seal. Seal gonna bounce to Conquistador, and then use the Graveyard effect that's gonna summon Brotar. Brotar effect that's gonna pitch the Router targeting itself, and then add a Levy, and then Router gets to trigger to search Tracer. Main phase 2, going to normal summon Candina, use that effect to search for Light Stage. It's not too bad. Gonna go Light Stage, and then gonna chain Tiding. It's not once per turn again. Oh man, this player is definitely not used to Trickstar cards. Well, you definitely just bounce the Candina. It's not pretty, but it works. Yeah. Candina bounce back, and then Corbin can be added. So yeah, as long as there's no Dragoon coming out, I think you're pretty comfortable with this. Yeah, maybe there is no Dogma packages, literally just fleur-de-lis for souls. Well, oh well. I'm still going to put it in the... No, I'm probably not going to put it in the title. But the image is going to look wrong now, because the way I do this is I put the images on the overlay before I start recording, so it's going to look really silly. But yeah, I'm going to set Reincarnation and the Conquistador and pass. For turn, the top deck's going to be Chamber, another one. This hand is just gas. Yeah, there's not much to say. His hand's insane. Standby phase. Oh, gonna activate Reincarnation just because. I guess to be fair, that gets rid of Brotar, which we know is in hand. We don't know any other card though, I don't think. No, we know Tracer. We know Tracer. Okay. Oh, and a Levy. Wait, no, we do know three cards. So actually, no. Yeah, this is not a blind Reincarnation. This is a good Reincarnation. This hand is insane. So yeah. Bye hand. Gonna draw 6. Draws double Lightning Storm, Wire Burster, Ash, Synchron, Ravine. That's not bad. This gets Ruler. We have Chaos plays. We can hit the other back row, which we know is Conquistador. I mean, it's not going to matter, but we can do it. And actually, only one card in Wicked's hand is unknown, so I would still feel okay. Also, Ash and Reincarnation used to be so big. Best hand ever. Yeah, it was really an insane hand. Like, that hand was crazy. Lightning Storm going to wipe away the back row, and then going to banish to summon out the Wyver Burster, and then going to go for Striker Dragon, Wyver Burster, and Striker going to search for Collapse Apron and the Boot Sector, respectively. You got it. Open 3 Candina. Yeah, that's crazy. That's going to be the end of the match here. So Dragon Link going to take it 2-1. Wild. I did not expect the game to go that way, but hey, that's some Yu-Gi-Oh sometimes. So yeah, I looked into the graveyard and I saw these cards, I'm pretty sure. And so there's actually no Dogma cards. Oh well. Well, you guys will be able to tell from the title and the thumbnail that there's no Dogma cards in here. But that's going to do it for the video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you did, be sure to leave a like as well as any thoughts or feedback in the comments. Subscribe for more informative and competitive video content. If you want to, you can follow me on all social media platforms or support me via Patreon, TCG Player, all the links in the description as usual. And until next time, I'll catch you in the next video. See you guys.